break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Yo, what is going on? What is going on? How's it hanging? What's popping? How you doing? Where's everybody at? Wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. We got some WWE stuff today. Things are looking really good. Things are looking really good. What's going on? What's poppin'? Hello, 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 hello. I tweeted it. I posted it. Did you guys get notified I was live? In 4 days, man. In 4 days. Woke, I still don't know why you're buying two versions of the game, but... for the same console. For the same console. I don't know. No naughty? I could tell. I could tell. I could tell. How's it going, y'all? You had to? No, you didn't. You just don't know better, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll let it slide. Let me post it in the community as well. I don't know why. I guess that's because of all the videos I posted today, you know? It does that sometimes. So, and on nights like tonight, you know, people will tune in and be like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were live." That's why I tell you guys to follow me on Twitter, Discord, and all that. Had a good B-Day, Marcomania. I know it's dumb, but I had to. It's not dumb. It's just there's a better way to do it, but it's okay. What up, VJ? What up, Guani Guan? I posted it everywhere, man. I did my part. I think when you upload 3 videos and YouTube won't give out a notification. Nah, I didn't upload. That's the thing, that I didn't upload 3 videos. And it's not just that I uploaded 3 videos. It's I uploaded it too recently. So the thing is that YouTube doesn't like spam notify. Like if I upload a lot throughout the day, it needs to be spread out like early morning, nothing in the afternoon. You got the notifications? Yeah, because I spread them out. I put them like all in the morning, an hour apart, and then I had some in the afternoon. So it was more than just one video. It was more than just one upload. I'll tell you right now, today I uploaded, look at this. Oof, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's not that I'm worried about the fact that I uploaded 8, because it's not like I haven't done that before. It's the fact that I uploaded one of my last videos was too recent. Me and Marco got same birthday. It's tomorrow. Well, no, Marco's birthday was today, bro. Like, it's about to pass. Yours is tomorrow. What up, Chris? Yeah, I saw it. That's why I put the question in the vote, in the poll. And I put the title that I put. I did see the universe news. There's not much universe news to go over, but there's a bit. From what I hear, they're really trying to build off this new engine they got from 2K22. They'll slowly make that fuller and fuller as years go on. Well, it's mainly from MyRise going into this year. And whatever they've had maybe in the past. I'm not sure if it's strictly going to have the animations from this year, but... So before we get into the news, how do you guys feel about it though? Are you guys excited for the game still? The game itself? Gotcha. I mean, it really comes down to MyRise and what they do with MyRise in general. Can I make Owen Hart? Today's showcase mode. I don't want to see what the bonus match is. That's what's up, Marco. I hope you enjoy it. You're really hyped for the game? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just ready to dive in. Looks solid. I've been trying to get my dad to go see it, but I don't think he's going to go see it, so I'm probably going to end up having to see it without him. I was going to go to the premiere night, and I didn't go. Ah! You're gonna be 26, Guan? No wonder you're such a troll, bro. No wonder. I thought you were older. Makes a lot of sense now. Now I get your behavior, bro. It all just came together. It all just came together. What up, Belle? I'm woman. What? I'll tell you what, guys. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into the mix of things. I was trying to buy some time, see if we get more people up in here. Drop the likes if you can, man. We only got 7 likes. We got to match the likes up. Let's get into the double-digit marker so we can get more people in here. They could get notified. They could get the stream recommended. You're 23? Oh, snap. 17. Getting your PS5 around April, May. Nice. It's available to purchase everywhere now. Alrighty then. So, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, LexxExpress, checking in with some WWE 2K23 news. We got some sweet stuff to go over. Before that, if you guys don't know, I did a video talking about the file size for WWE 2K23. It's clocking in at a whopping 70 gigabytes available to pre-install on Xbox right now, March 9th/10th, depending on when you watch this video or stream. And it's going to be available on the 11th for PlayStation. Now, it doesn't mean you get to play the game early, all right? It just means you get to have it pre-installed, so when the clock strikes at 12 midnight, you're able to load in and have some fun. So, today, being March 9th still on the calendar, while I'm filming, they revealed that WWE 2K23 MyUNIVERSE will now feature rivalry actions. All right, Lex, what does the rivalry actions actually mean? So, there's basically a selection of animations that kind of dictate where the story goes. All right, it's like a cutscene, right? And if you guys do what is called free mode, which is an option, you're able to handpick and tailor the story to go exactly how you want to go. So you're basically directing the product. Now, if you want to play the game and leave it up to chance, there is a non-free mode option that randomizes the cutscenes that you get. So if you didn't see the interview with Lionel Jinx at the start of this whole, news reveal stuff, he said that WWE 2K23 restructured MyUNIVERSE. They built it on the same engine that they used for MyRise, which enabled them to bring over the cutscenes that were utilized with those stories. And now what that means is that we have hundreds of freaking animations and story elements to plug into our universe. If you're doing free mode, again, you get to select the rivalry and do it however you see fit. Now, I'm kind of like 50-50, right? I like having my free mode where I dictate every turn the story is going to take, but I also want to see how it looks while playing with chances and taking the chance, allowing the computer to fill in the blank for me. Okay? So I think that this new structure is going to make this mode so much more fun, and ultimately it was one of the missing key elements for Universe mode last year. We were playing and it was super repetitive, it got old really quick, and there was just nothing going for it. So ultimately, by them adding the actions option here for the rivalries, it's creating a full story that you get to enjoy with whatever wrestlers are going up, against one another. So that's one key feature. And then another feature that they're adding to Universe, which a lot of people were scared, is war games. A lot of people were afraid war games wouldn't be available in Universe. Well, you could do the pay-per-view, you could do the show, and you could have war games. So, man, look, it's not much to go by. Some of these things don't even make much sense. I can't showcase it. You could see Macho T, Smack Talks, and some of the other community creators, content creators for WWE 2K23. They did an exceptional job covering the Universe mode and talking about it and explaining it while showcasing it. I can't do that on here. I haven't played the game myself. I've just been reading and keeping up with all the news just like you guys have. And, I just want to put my thoughts and my emotions out there. I'm really excited. I'm really hyped up. I can't wait to jump into Universe. It's definitely going to be a good time. It's going to be a lot better than 2K22. Last year, it got really old really fast, and it was like over and over the same thing, super recycled. Now, ultimately, we're going to, be able to kind of direct our own story. That's the way I like to look at it. So I want to see what you guys think and how you guys feel. Are you excited for Universe mode? Is this enough? Now, if you're asking, Lex, but they only added 2 new features. Come on, be serious. That can't be it. Unfortunately, for now it is. I want to see how it plays out and how long it actually lasts, but only time will tell. Truth of the matter is, I would have enjoyed a more detailed power ranking system, a social media feed where not only wrestlers get to react, but also interact with fans, like kind of like a news forum type of thing, like a blog, if you will. So the fact that they didn't add that, or like, you know, fake podcasts, I get it. You can't do the recordings or whatever. It's too much work. I don't know. I get it. But I just wish they would have done something else to further the story besides the cutscenes. But beggars can't be choosers, man. You got to count your wins when you get them. And I'm counting them with Universe Mode because I am so stoked to jump all over it. I can't wait. Let's go. I love how you can pick what you want to do in the beginning of the match and at the ending because it's your universe. Yeah, that's if you're doing free mode. I'm over here making 2K23 roster shakeup list for Raw and SmackDown. Oh, so you're getting ready. What are your thoughts on Jets meeting with Aaron Rodgers? That's great. Hopefully in the future they do a full creative story. And if it does happen, I'd love to be able to share that with the community. Yeah, so like you mean like create a story like back then. Sam, so Sam, you're happy. What up, Tyler? You're happy with it, huh? Do you think 2K24 next year they'll have Owen Hart? Oh yes, I saw Stunna. I already told you. Yep. They didn't show community creation roster download. No, they haven't shown that. So excited for the showcase reveal tomorrow. I don't want to see anything else with the showcase. You forgive 2K now for the Universe Mode update? Why? Because you're happy with the new feature? I will not be looking at any 2K showcase videos. Me neither. Can both SmackDown and Raw Superstars be in the Money in the Bank this time? Good question. I'm not sure. I don't even know if anyone actually answered that already. Has anyone talked about that? I don't think that's even been covered, honestly. What up, Sins? The new rivalry system. Yeah, so the new rivalry system, that's where you do your actions, you know, for the cutscenes. Those Latios don't have a preset entrance? Wow. Lotharios, you mean? Lotharos or something? I've been waiting for Universe Mode changes for years. I'm avoiding all showcase and MyRise videos till Tuesday. Hell yeah. 2K23, a W. Might be things I don't like, but overall. Show intros and show music removed from Universe Mode. I watched a few for Rumble videos, but that's it. Only time will tell though, Lex. I'll give my exact opinion on 23 when I get my hands on it. I mean, honestly, bro, I've said this countless times, especially like with sports titles or like Call of Duty, in this case WWE. The review that you give the game day one might not be the same review you give it a month or two later. These games are all built on the idea that they should last pretty much the whole year. And if you get bored really quick, then that tells you everything. Now, like anything in life, especially in the entertainment industry, you're going to get bored or worn out or burnt out, and that's when you got to, you know, switch it up, play other games, do other things, and come back to it. But it's all about how much they get you to come back into it. You know, so like for me, I like when I review these games, I go based on, how do I feel about the new features? Do I see myself playing this game in 6 months? Do I see myself playing this game extensively? Do I see myself wanting to, get home and, fire up a stream or get into the game? Like that, how does it make me feel? That's what I'm looking for. I don't get bored too easy with it. If you give me just enough, though, 2K22 was nothing was just nothing, though. I don't know. I had a blast with 2K22, so I think that if you felt 2K22 was nothing, then 2K23 is going to be something. Because I was talking about this with Stunna in the chat earlier today before going live. 2K23 pretty much answered a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the prayers that we wanted and needed. They made 23 so much better by literally just expanding on what they already had in 22. Universe mode, let me pause the music for a little bit. I'll put it in the background in a little bit, but I can't hear myself think right now. So, yeah, Lex, that's how I review it too. That's why 2K22 is so low for me. Not it was a bad game. Gotcha. When you look at universe mode, they added the rivalry system, which is a game changer. Ultimately changes the whole dynamic of how the game is played and seen. Like, they just crazy. They ended up adding war games, which is something that people really wanted in the universe. So you have the new match type, you have the new feature, and they brought back, the replayability factor, the recycled stuff from last year. They brought it back in terms of, building your shows and stuff like that. That's universe. MyFaction is probably the most they barely touch. That's the mode that they just didn't do too much. They just added 1v1 multiplayer, and they added live challenges. So not much for MyFaction. The two things they added to MyFaction doesn't equal out the value that the two things they added to universe mode brings. When you look at MyGM, on the other hand, they ultimately added now 4 brands to compete versus. Instead of 1v1, it's going to be 1 versus, 1v. It's a fatal 4-way, basically. And they added WCW as another show, along with NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. So that's awesome. They added more general managers. You can still create a general manager. You're able to still customize the roster and all the stuff that you did last year, plus add more titles. They also added more match types. And hopefully they amplified like the rating system to not make it as much of a formula. So they really gave us a lot of the things that we needed to have in MyGM. It still has room to grow. There's still things they could do to make it even better. What up, Steven? But in terms of where they're headed and where they've been, MyGM has definitely gone forward, not backwards. So that's MyGM. We covered MyFaction, which was not much. And then we covered Universe. When you talk about Showcase, that's one of my favorite things. I love the story mode in Showcase. Road to WrestleMania. Those cutscenes and just the animations and stuff and everything that they do with that mode itself, I've always been very passionate about it. So I love the fact that this year they ended up doing the basically beat John Cena, the John Cena challenge. That's what I'm going to call it. So the fact that they switched out Showcase from being your typical one superstar going through the motions, they're giving us 14 matches, possibly one hidden. We're going to be able to unlock things again. I really enjoy doing the objectives and unlocking stuff. It's just something that it feels rewarding and I enjoy it. I know it's odd because you get most of the stuff unlocked with the season pass. What up, Straight Edge? But I really do I really do enjoy the unlockable stuff within Showcase. So the fact that you're using these other superstars to beat John Cena is awesome in my opinion. And you got 14 different versions of John Cena as well. So they did a good job with Showcase this year. Another step in the right direction. A big improvement from what we've seen in recent memory. So what modes have we covered? Universe, improved. MyFaction, slight improvement. MyGM, improved. Showcase, improved. And then now MyRise. Man, I'm not a big MyRise guy. I am definitely not the type to create myself or create a version of myself or create, I don't really care about that stuff. And last year, it sucked that they didn't allow you to import a character creation from the community. Now you're going to be able to do it. So it's going to be a lot funner being able to play with an AEW superstar and, doing the story, so to speak. So I'm really digging that feature now. Plus, they're also making the story linear. All right? There's main missions and side quests. If you do the side quests and you do extra stuff, you end up unlocking additional content for the game. So they're giving you a reason to enjoy the side stuff as well. So more cutscenes, more storytelling like Showcase, but, created from thin air, something fresh. I like that. It makes me intrigued and it makes me want to give it a chance. So MyRise saw, a dramatic improvement this year. Yeah, they did though. And then on top of that, there's 2 stories to play in Showcase this year, both being different. The one of them is called Lock and Legacy, and the other one is called Legacy. So the fact that they're doing 2 separate stories there, you got the story in Showcase, the other modes have been improved. That leaves us with just one more mode to cover in this conversation. That's not exhibition. Exhibition, you already know, it's pretty much just doing random matches. But I'm talking about multiplayer. We haven't gotten any information about multiplayer. We haven't gotten any information if they improved the lobbies, if they changed the leaderboards, if they added cool emblems to unlock, if they did something special with the way that you play with friends in private lobbies. All we know is that you're able to play war games online, and that's about it. So for me, if I was going to sit here as a spectator the spectator that I am, because I haven't played the game yet, I wasn't doing any of the early gaming sessions with them. I'm going based on the stuff that I've read, that you guys have told me, that you guys have put me up to date with. I got to be honest with you. The only mode that I could sit here and really bash and trash is ultimately online multiplayer, because it's gotten no love at all. It's going to be the same thing. And you know what? All things considered, I had a blast playing multiplayer last year. It was a lot of fun, and when it worked well, it was amazing. But I would have wanted other things added to multiplayer, like creating a championship and defending it online is something that I've wanted for ages. I would have enjoyed them creating a lobby where you can spectate your friend's match. I would have enjoyed them making a lobby where you can actually text chat. I would have enjoyed them doing a ranking system that actually encourages people to stay in the match and not quit. I would have enjoyed them giving us the option to unlock different emblems and tags for our gamer tag, our online ID, if you will. So there's things they could have done with multiplayer that just little changes, subtle changes that would have made that a whole nother experience worth checking out. But the fact that they're doing the same one from last year, it's kind of like, damn, I can't believe they left multiplayer behind. They really left multiplayer behind. They focused on all these other things and they kind of just left it at that. And I understand. There is a lot of people that don't care for the multiplayer. A lot of people like to be loners and play on their own offline. But they didn't even add MyGM co-op or multiplayer online. They added the option to do up to 4 players offline. But, not adding Universe or MyGM to the multiplayer experience is a big L in 2023. And if they weren't going to do any changes to multiplayer, then at the very least, they should have done cross-platform. Meaning you get to play against people on other consoles, whether they're on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. I think it sucks that they just left it as is based on the fact that they haven't given us any new information on it. So when you look at multiplayer being the worst mode that they did not touch, the one that follows is MyFaction, and then everything else is equally amazing. But MyFaction has a lot of people feeling bitter and salty because, man, they freaking locked the special models, like the historic legends. They put different versions of the characters we know and love and kept them hidden in MyFaction. That sucks. That sucks really, really bad. So let me see what some of you guys are saying. They really need to consider in the future making once you unlock some of the MyFaction. Yes, exactly. It's exactly what I'm saying. I would love online having where you're in the performance center with multiple rings going at it with others ranking up. Amazing idea. I got a feeling multiplayer most likely is going to be the same as last year, for sure. If 2K ain't saying nothing about multi, is likely nothing changed. Exactly. Yeah, like making My League that you can have random or friends. Exactly. Think I'm gonna be able to make a fire storyline universe, but I might get tired of it after a while, for sure. For sure. Lex, I have a question. For MyFaction / MyRise, did 2K specify if we'll get modern updated superstars like Dominic, JD? No, they didn't specify, but they did say that is a mode where they could update characters. They did say that in the past. I agree with what you're saying, Lex. Playing Showcase, doing objectives, and completing all the unlockables is rewarding for sure. Exactly. Though I will say the Cena Showcase looks amazing. The best it's looked since 2K15. Okay, Ace, that's a positive sign. People talked about Showcase the least this year. Well, because it's one of the first things they talked about and it's been covered extensively. Yeah, MyRise has unlockables now. Exactly. So you'll be playing Universe mode. What up, Patrick? Exactly. Did you hear what happened to Roxanne Perez? If it's true, it says she died today or yesterday at the hospital. I hope it's not true. Nah, she didn't die. It would have been all over Twitter. She would have been trending. What up, Corey? You're so excited? That's awesome, bro. Yeah, I see, because Google put deceased. But nah. Yeah, nobody knows what her condition is now, but it seems like it's probably part of the story. Yo, guys, let's get some likes up, man. We're 6 away from 30. We need all the likes we can get. Come on. Wake up. What's going on? I'm going to use Cody Rhodes first. Hell yeah. It's all a storyline. WWE would never have been filming if she got hurt. Exactly. Do you know why Xbox One can't preload? Nah, they'll do it before. They probably just haven't gotten the file for it. Can't wait to F5 John Cena 100 times. If you know, you know. Oh, yeah. That SummerSlam match. So, yeah. Like, we just broke down 2K23, right? You guys heard everything I said pretty much? Think about it, man. If you go down the list, it's all positive info. Read my comment from before. What did you say, bro? What did you say? What happened? I missed your comment. Can't wait to see you play the showcase. I'm definitely going to be playing the showcase on Twitter. I mean, on Twitch. Hold on. I got you. I put the link for Twitch in case you are wondering. If you guys want to see me play the showcase mode, I will be playing it on Monday when it becomes available to me. And I will be playing it again on Tuesday on launch day. At SummerSlam where Brock squashed Cena, if you thought that actual match was bad, he is going to suplex City hard. Yeah, that shit was crazy. You broke everything down and analyzed it perfectly. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, all I'm saying is that when I go back and think about 2K22, it was literally the foundation that 23 was built off of. And, man, I retype and then you don't see. What I said was they should have put WCW version of Tori Wilson with Steiner Brothers. They never showcased the women of WCW. They barely showcased the people from WCW at the end of the day. They barely showcased the people from WCW. You're right about that. That's why I was so shocked that they put WCW in my GM. I thought it was a sweet surprise considering that WCW gets almost no love and ECW gets even less love. So, you know, hey, at least we got the Steiner brothers for those who care. 2K knows we want the MyFaction outside of MyFaction mode in the main game. 2K better make them available in 24. Yep. Yeah, nah, WCW didn't really push women like that. They used them as like a sex symbol. So Lex, go play 2K23. Show us community. When I play 2K23, check out community creations. Bro, no one's going to be doing good on community creations day one. What up, jabroni? People need time to build stuff. So, back to what I was trying to say. I got a little off track, but everything that we've read, that we've heard about all the modes, they got improved. They got improved. They got improved. No if, and, or buts. If it's not what you expected, that's a whole nother story. But when you're thinking about the stuff that we needed to make the modes fun, we needed cutscenes to be a little more aggressive in 2K23. We needed to have an option to trigger it or to at least build up towards it. Not only do we have an option to build up towards it, but once you get into that rivalry system and you do free mode, you could literally direct your own freaking story. That to me is like, I'm going to be a broken record, bro. That is life itself. People don't remember Tori Wilson or Stacy Keibler for their WCW days. They remember them for WWE runs. Yep. You know how cool it would be if we get NWO Showcase? That would be amazing. I agree. Dre 41 is good for sure. Why can't we do bra and bikini matches? Come on, man. Women nowadays, they want to be considered equals. Doing that would be going back to the Stone Age since they were they were utilized more like a sex symbol. What up, Daquan? It's interesting though because women like Molly Holly was in WCW. Tori Wilson, no, their women division was better in the Attitude Era. They had actual matches. True, but you know, it is what it is. 2K23 will not be worse than 22. It will be an upgrade and get better and better for sure. You actually got me playing MyFaction in 2K22. It was my first time playing it. Didn't even open all my packs in the season. Damn. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. So in MyFaction, I played up to my 500 matches, which was it was cool because a lot of them I did like a little like submission cheese to get it done, and it felt cool to get rewards along the way. It just kind of died off too soon for me. So I hope this year in 23 they do it a lot better where we actually enjoy it. You need to be careful with day one community creations, naked pics everywhere. Nah, not just naked. That's like all year round. If you want bra and panties match, play SmackDown too. What's your biggest complaint you would say out of this game so far? My biggest complaint is, again, if I had to choose just one thing to nitpick and like cry about, would be that they didn't focus on adding more multiplayer features. What up, John? What's your question? Go for it. I don't like that they, like I said, Showcase got revamped. Universe mode got revamped. MyGM, MyRise, the community creation suite, you know, just about everything got at least one or two updates. We don't know the full story yet. We don't know exactly what they're adding to multiplayer and if they added anything to multiplayer. But from the looks of it, I don't think they added anything to it, and it's a little bit disappointing in my opinion, because not that I'm always playing online, because I do enjoy my offline games as well, but I would have enjoyed it for the streams, for the community that we have here. I would have loved to involve you guys in different ways where we would do like a league or, you know, MyGM, do some head-to-head challenges and stuff like that. Universe mode is something that would play along the lines like a open league, you know, like a real you know, sports type of, you know, environment, and have stipulations and things like that. It's really one of those things where it's unfortunate because they don't even have defending titles online, which is something they had in the past. So if I had to nitpick and pick one thing that they did poorly on, is multiplayer. I like the fact that they had a women's cruiserweight belt and a regular women's title. Damn, I didn't watch WCW like that, so that's interesting. No Chris Masters, very unfortunate. Well, he's not in WWE. That's understandable. Yeah, you did talk about that. I 100%. I agree 100%. Online didn't get touched at all, but I think they get a pass without improving all. Yes, they're definitely getting a pass, especially if they add just literally pure stability, you know. But I think that online, at the very bare minimum, if they're gonna be like, all right, guys, we're keeping the online multiplayer stuff exactly the way it's been, we're just gonna, you know, work on everything else, then at least have someone or a team work on crossplay, bro. If they weren't going to change the game modes and the way the lobbies function and just the availability of the stuff that we can, you know, change online, then they should have at the very least added crossplay, you know, because it's really important in 2023. There's so many games that already have it and they've done it really well. There's no excuse. We should be able to play with friends on any platform. There's no reason for me to have the game twice on PlayStation and Xbox just to play with different people. They need to do crossplay. You can't say 2K doesn't do crossplay. Battlegrounds has it, and they've done it in other games as well that is similar. Like MLB has it, and they didn't do crossplay before. There's no excuse. You can't justify it by saying they don't do crossplay. They have done crossplay in other games, and they can do crossplay if they wanted to. They just haven't invested or cared to go into it. NBA doesn't have it, but we're not talking about NBA. Battlegrounds does have it, and that's a 2K game. And, you know, if you think that just because they haven't done it in the past, they shouldn't do it in the future, they shouldn't focus on that, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. MLB didn't have crossplay ever. They didn't have a baseball game on Nintendo Switch. Not only do they have a game on Nintendo Switch now, but they also have crossplay across all platforms. 2K22 Golf has crossplay. Look at that. 2K22 has crossplay. So there's other sports titles that have it. They need to do it. They've brought it onto FIFA already. They're adding it. It doesn't matter if it wasn't developed by Visual Concept, dude. It does. You're finding so, like, the excuses you're bringing up are so whack. That's not even an excuse. It's 2023. People have done crossplay in situations where people that supported them didn't expect. I can literally play MLB on PS4 against someone on PS5. I could play MLB on PS4 with someone on Xbox One or the Series X. I could play against someone on the Nintendo Switch. I could play. It's not a fact. It's not a fact. Just because it's not in a previous title doesn't mean it can't be in the future. That's not a fact. That's dumb to even mention. The fact is that other games under the 2K umbrella, how does that, until NBA has, WWE won't, how does that even make sense? The team that works on WWE is not the same team that works in NBA. The fact is that 2K has other games under the umbrella brand of 2K, like Golf and Battlegrounds, whether it was Visual Concept or not. They have other games that have had crossplay before. And again, for the millionth time, and I'll say this 100 more times if I have to, just because they haven't done it in the past doesn't mean they can't do it before. Doesn't matter where he came from. Doesn't matter where he's at. It doesn't matter who's working on it. Doesn't matter what NBA has. It does not matter one bit. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Crossplay wasn't available in other crossplay wasn't available in EA games either, and now it is. What up, Jalen? They can work on crossplay? Of course they can. It doesn't matter that they didn't do it in the past or that NBA doesn't have it. What matters is what they plan for the future. And all I'm saying is that Madden doesn't have it yet, but FIFA just got it. And they started working on it a year ago, doing early testing. Battlefield now has it, and it didn't have it before either. There's so many games under the EA umbrella that have now brought on crossplay that didn't have it before. So it does not matter that they didn't have it before. It doesn't matter who's working on what. What matters is that the technology is more accessible and more available. Oh my God, bro. Whatever, dog. If you want to tell yourself that to sleep at night and feel better about it, then knock yourself out. But saying that statement of, well, this doesn't have it, they haven't done that, they haven't worked on that, that's ridiculous. You're exactly the kind of fan that they want to have, because you don't push the envelope. You don't force them to push the envelope forward. You don't force them to, re-energize and reimagine things. You're just okay with, just because they didn't have it before, it's okay. No worries. And plus, what did I say that was so wrong? All I said was that it's unfortunate that at the very least, they didn't even attempt to try to add crossplay. The fact that that's not even an option on the table is pathetic in 2023. Crossplay would be amazing. And again, I justified the fact that if they weren't going to add anything else to multiplayer, if they weren't going to include different elements and different add-ons or bring back stuff from the past, whether it was create a title or whatever the case may be, it would have been cool to have seen them say, hey, this year, the reason why we didn't work on anything for multiplayer is because we've been focusing on crossplay. You have to go to sleep? All right, man, take care. Not gonna lie, Lex, you also kind of overreacted. How am I supposed to react? Oh yeah, man. No, they don't have it. It's okay. They don't want to add it. I'm okay with them not adding it. I'm okay with them not having crossplay. How is that overreacting? I'm talking about a subject that I'm very passionate about, and I'm covering a story on how I feel about the game. If you scroll up in the chat, because you did just come in here, Grant. If you go up in the chat, Grant, and if you read what Sam asked me, Sam said, what is one thing that you don't like about the game? Sam, did you not ask me that earlier? Sam said, what's the biggest complaint of this game so far? Well, I think I pretty much covered it. I wasn't exaggerating. This was Sam's comment. If you guys look at the chat box, that's Sam's comment. I copied and pasted what he said. Straight Edge jumped into the conversation, but the conversation was always replying to what Sam said. Your biggest complaint. So I was complaining and expanding. Is this a better way? Is this reaction and this method more entertaining for you? All right. So now we got that covered. Multiplayer. Definitely my biggest complaint. We haven't gotten any news on it, and it's probably because they didn't change anything in it. That's cool. So, next up in the conversation piece, we're circling back to MyFaction. Remember, I said the biggest thing that is that's an issue with this year that they didn't work on. Let me see. I'm looking at the camera to make sure you guys can see my hand. So, we're doing scale from top to bottom. At the very bottom is multiplayer. And then right above multiplayer is MyFaction. MyFaction is something that they didn't really touch on too much, especially with me and how I feel about MyFaction. Here's the thing, guys. For the last handful of years, every time that I would be passionately talking about WWE, a lot of people would say, what's one thing you would want to see in a wrestling game? I would always bring up the fantasy element of team building, card collecting. I even wanted that in UFC. And they did it in UFC, and they did it poorly. I hate it in UFC. I tried it, and it was just, I didn't like it. So my request for this MyFaction mode was essentially along the lines of what we've seen in sports titles like MLB, who does it best in my opinion, NBA, Madden, FIFA, NHL has done it in the past. So you're saying, please what? What happened? What happened? So for me, I want this mode to succeed, but there is just so much more they could have done. And from what I read in their ringside report, all they brought on was live event challenges, which I think is cool. But then they brought on multiplayer 1v1, and that's it. I didn't read anything about an auction house. I didn't read anything about trading cards with friends. I didn't read anything extra that enticed me to collect cards in a different way. I didn't read anything about stat tracking being a thing this year. I didn't read anything about milestones. There's just so much more they could have done to this mode within the MyFaction element. And one of the biggest issues I have with it is that all the cool characters that they add throughout the year that aren't in the base game or added to the game later are locked into this one mode. That's mind-blowing and stupid. It's not pay to win. It's not pay to win, Zachary. I have a really good faction in 22, and it was all grind. It was all grind, and I was able to open a lot of packs. I got ripped off in most of them, honestly, but I was able to build enough credits and stuff like that to, have fun with the mode, and I unlocked diamonds, and I got some amethyst cards here and there. So they do have, pay to rip open packs. That's basically the best. Pay to collect. It's probably the best way to kind of like, if you want to be a true hardcore collector, it's definitely pushing you to spend money on it. But you could grind it, and you could have some fun with just grinding. And I'm okay with the grind. I totally am. I don't care. If you guys want to rip packs, fine. But for me, I enjoy the grind. I enjoy finding the little scrappy, managers or a combination of wrestlers to get the wins. I enjoy that element of it. But I want my faction to be able to, carry on this legitimacy from the other fantasy team building modes. And if I were doing my faction, I would copy MLB, bro. What up, Jay? MLB follows every single player you play with. They keep track of their value. They keep track of the stock market, how it goes up and down. They keep track of the stats, even if you sell the card. If you sell that player, what up, Jason? How's your birthday been, Jason? Happy birthday again. If you sell, XYZ, whoever the baseball player is, and you buy another version of him, or you get to still see his stats when you get him back. So the stat tracking in MLB is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So the fact that my faction has zero stat tracking, besides what's it called? The Faction Wars. Faction Wars is the only thing that tells you had 100 wins or 200 wins. That's the only stat tracking they have. So the fact that there's no stat tracking, there's no milestone goals, really. There's rewards and little cool collections that they have, but there's just no real energizing, enthusiastic element to the mode where it really wants you to push and keep playing. It sucks that they're making the selling point and the big deal of that mode is that you get to play with different versions of the superstars that you love, and you can't access them in other parts of the game. So I think that selling point for them is really, really a bad look. It sucks, in my opinion. They should have done more than just that. So that's why when I look at some of the things I have to complain about with 2K23, I would start with the multiplayer, since it's going to be a carbon copy. I would start with MyFaction, since all they added was multiplayer, 1v1, and live events. And then everything else besides that, we wanted a new match type in the game. War games. They brought on war games, bro. That match type, just creating that was crazy to me. I didn't think it was possible. So now we have a new 3v3 match type and a new 4v4 match type. Very fun action. The physics and the things that you get to do in that match looks exciting as hell. So War Games, great new match type. They overachieved. For all the crying and all the complaining that we do, they overachieved with adding War Games. Now, people are still complaining. They're like, oh, I wanted a buried alive match. I wanted, a casket match. I wanted an ambulance match. I wanted, an inferno match. I get it. They could have added other match types, but they wanted to go with what they're doing in WWE programming. And unfortunately, I'm sure it comes down to WWE even allowing them to add that to the game. Or them pushing to try to add that to the game. Now, one match that I think should have been in the game besides War Games is Special Guest Referee. Special Guest Referee is like the most basic basic add-on that we could have gotten. So I can't sit here and cry that we didn't get special guest referee this year. You know why I can't sit here and cry that we didn't get it this year? Because we got War Games. War Games is going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun, even if you're playing it by yourself. The fact that we have 2 rings, 2 cages, and we have the freaking little prison pods in the crowd, that is mind-blowing. I love it. I love it. Great job. And then we saw that video recently for backstage. In that backstage brawl, you get to drop the wrestler through the lamp. I thought we were going to get special guest referee because women rest being added. But yeah, exactly, Sam. So we got a new match type, at least one. And it's funny because if the only match type we would have gotten special... Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Think about this for a second. Let this sink in for a second. If they would have only added special guest referee, oh my God, everyone would have still complained. Oh, we got special guest referee, but we didn't get War Games. Oh, we didn't get this, we didn't get that. Oh, why didn't they add, the ambulance match? If they added special guest referee, then why didn't they add this other match? So they're always going to give us something, and we're going to feel like we didn't get something else. That's just the way it works. It's like a mental game. So this year, I refuse to complain about special guest referee. I'm going to stay quiet, and I'm not going to cry about it because we got War Games. We got the NXT War Games arena. We got the Survivor Series War Games. No, Lex, everyone wouldn't do that. You're lying, John. You're lying. You're lying. You know why you're lying, John? Because I've seen the comments. Everyone that got happy for War Games said, oh, but they didn't add this. Oh, but I want that. Oh, but they need this. That's literally what people said despite them adding War Games. So, they ended up adding War Games, a new match type. We got to take our win. Let me talk about Showcase once more. What up, Chase? Let me talk about Showcase once more. Yeah, I saw that gameplay of someone fighting backstage. I think it was Gargano and Dexter Lumis. Gargano tossed Lumis into the lamp. Yeah, that shit was crazy. War Games is a massive W, exactly. Yeah, they'll probably add special ref next year. They added War Games this year. They got to hype up next year with some new shit. I didn't expect War Games either. I thought that people kept asking me, oh, Lex, what do you think if they add War Games? I'm like, bro, that's too complicated. I don't see them adding War Games. I don't see how they're going to add War Games if we can't even get special guest referee. They literally went above and beyond and gave us a crazy match type. So we get War Games. The next question was, is War Games going to be in Universe mode? Can we do War Games in Universe mode? We really need War Games in Universe mode. They added War Games to Universe mode, man. That's another win, too. Imagine if that wouldn't have been available there. Oh, my God. And they added it to MyRise. We got women referees and NXT referees. That's it. The referees are no longer the same old boring shit. They added more refs. That's dope too. So, again, I wanted to talk about Showcase once more because when you do a showcase like this one, where you bring back John Cena, who was done in 2K15, and they didn't do his whole career, but they did, the rivalry was CM Punk, which was really good. And they did the big rivalry focus for him in that showcase. This one, what up, Clout? This one, they not only brought John Cena back, but they're focusing on his whole career, which allows them to do the Doctor of Thugonomics, which everyone has been dying for. And we get to beat up John Cena in 14 different matches with a lot of superstars that we all know and love. We're making progress with getting War Games. The past 2Ks only match type we got was mixed tag. We're making progress for sure. Yeah, for a game that was only in development for a year, not even a year, like 9 months. You're not going to be able to knock out the ref as easy? Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So that's Showcase. Showcase, they got more gimmicks now, awesome unlockables, and this Showcase, say what you want about John Cena. Sorry. Say what you want about John Cena, but this Showcase was the perfect excuse to give us some of the best arenas in WWE. We're getting the Monday Night Raw arena. We're getting the SmackDown Fist. We're getting freaking, the old Backlash. We're getting, a bunch of SummerSlams, WrestleMania 28. Like the arenas they packed it really well. The ECW One Night Stand arena. I mean, we're getting some really dope arenas with that Showcase. So that Showcase is a dub in my book. And then we can go ahead and talk about Universe Mode again. Man, the rivalry system in Universe Mode, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. The rivalry system, the way that they made it work for Universe Mode, that added a new layer of life. That not only can you leave it up to chance where the computer randomizes the cutscenes and the storylines, how it plays out, but you can also do your own free mode and literally direct your own story. What? What? What up, Tristan? I like the create your own story idea, but the reason why I didn't like creating my own story is because it takes a long time to see it play out and to go. You have to nitpick and touch every little thing. With this version of, creating your own story with the free mode and universe, you can choose what the superstar does before the match and afterwards too, with storyline implications in their rivalry. People are like, oh, but I don't like that you just do the rivalry. I like the fact that it's a rivalry because it makes the story personal, bro. It makes it personal. You can now choose who you want to get injured in Universe. You can also do a little open challenge and choose who you want to come out. Imagine downloading a call and having... Exactly. Create a story was nice. And the community element of it is awesome. But for me, I like the idea of creating my own story and directing my own story. But I don't like how it's so tedious. You gotta I tried doing it in 2K14 and I'm like, oh man, I can't do this. So we can go ahead and literally do Universe with how directing our own story. I'm doing well, Dewdrop. How you doing? I'm really happy that you get to direct your own story, so I can't wait to be on stream and literally do a poll and you guys get to vote what you want the outcome to be. I also want to be able to do my own stories too, where I get to showcase and do a couple episodes of a show with you guys online and show what I the story that I wanted to create and talk about it and commentate over it and play it. And then on top of that, you get to also allow the computer to randomize the cutscene for you if you don't want to do the freedom one. Bro. Bro, come on. And I said this on Discord, and I said this to my boy Stunna. Yeah, it may get tiring after you see all the cutscenes over and over, but wrestling is one of those things that you get the same storyline with different people in different ways. So you could either replay it with different characters or you could just give it a break. Has that ever been fleshed out? Like injury someone, like you injure someone, they come back the next show? I'm not even sure, honestly. I'm definitely creating a LexxExpress Championship this year again. Exactly. You had to force yourself. I did the same last year. We had to force ourselves to enjoy universe mode. That shit was plain and boring. This year, I can't say it's the same. It's so good, bro. It's so good. And I saw the screenshot of the list of things you get to pick from. I'm really feeling universe mode this year. How about you? Man, universe mode is lovely. Amazing. Do you know how many times I've seen that Roddy Piper, Rick Rude on Brother Love show play out? Yeah, exactly. We've seen the same story over and over. 100 new cutscenes, over 100 to choose from. Still waiting for you to answer me? Oh my goodness. Answer my question, please. Where's Bruno Sammartino and Ezekiel? They're in the game, bro. They're in the game. I couldn't keep up in the screenshot. What you can do is way too much to choose. Way too much. And I didn't even want to read everything because I want to see it for myself as a surprise. But yeah, we're gonna have our own story, bro. That's a lot of fun, man. That's a lot of fun. So, universe, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And even then, we can still cry and complain. Because they didn't add better power rankings. They didn't add a social media page. There's still a couple things they could have added. But I'm going to give them a pass because what they did with the rivalry system is amazing. All right? So I'm going to stay quiet. I'm not going to bash them too much in universe mode. I can't really talk shit. Just like I said, they shut me up. They brought on War Games. I can't cry. That special guest referee's not there. And like you said earlier, Sam, multiplayer didn't get touched up, but at least they fixed everything else that we wanted in most of the modes that we enjoy. So I can't really cry about multiplayer. I would have wanted at least a spectator lobby or something like that. You know, to see my friends play or to want to do like a show with you guys. So, Universe, awesome. Showcase, awesome. MyFaction, multiplayer, MyGM is looking lovely too. So in MyGM, they brought back WCW. We got NXT back. We got Raw and SmackDown. Okay. And then we got Eric Bischoff as a GM finally. We got the same GMs from last year, plus Kurt Angle and Mick Foley. What up, Ronald? And we get to create our own. Once we get tired of those GMs, we get to create our own GM as well. So endless possibilities in terms of general managers. On top of that, they added more match types. Right? They added more, they added 1v1, triple threat, fatal four ways and shit. They added more titles. They added more seasons now. It's unlimited. And then the creation suite, they brought back advanced entrances. Advanced entrances is back, so we are gonna update the superstars that are outdated. We're gonna be able to create our own super dope entrance for our created character. And the created characters in the game look better than ever. So imagine those AEW superstars that people are going to start creating. And then MyRise. Chase, you said it best. MyRise got improved tremendously. I hate playing MyRise, but the fact that you get to import a creation suite character now, I'm going to download somebody from the community creations and use them. I'm doing it with Kenny Omega probably. So, we got 2 stories. Again, these are real stories. Not like last year that it had no ending and it was linear and it felt like a big side mission. Last year, 2K22, I know, I've been playing it recently. A lot more. I played it when the game first came out. I didn't like it. I'm playing it now. I still don't like it. But from what I've read, 2K23, MyRise is looking awesome. 2 stories that are very different from each other. Have a bunch of cutscenes. right? They have main quests, side quests, unlockables as well. Man. And don't even get me started. Those are just the game modes. You guys notice I saved what I love the most for last. I saved what I love the most for last. Lex, what do you love the most? The graphics. I wish I could put a video or a screenshot right now showing 2K23 so I could break down the freaking images. Yeah, Sammy doesn't have the music. Sammy doesn't have the music. And it would be cool if they did that, Straight Edge. I agree. The graphics, man. Oh my goodness. The graphics are beautiful. Beautiful. Rodolfo, don't worry, man. 2K22 looked good on PS4 and Xbox One. You have no worries. It's going to look good again. I don't know if you're going to have the same type of reflections like the ray tracing stuff that we've seen on the next gen version, but 2K22 looked really good on last gen, man. You have nothing to worry about. I hope that I'm right, but I will say this. The game looks ridiculous. 2K22 did a good job. 2K22 did a good job. They made, look, let's do these are some videos that I use for when I'm recording. This is Drew McIntyre's entrance from 2K22. This is Drew McIntyre in 2K22, all right, on the Xbox Series X. I know he has the same entrance in this year's game, and they pretty much left him the same, just updated his gear and the lighting, obviously, but it looked really good in 2K22. 2K23 looks even better. The character models, the lighting, the reflection, the level of detail. And this is Triple H from last year. This is Triple H from 2K22. 70 gigabytes for next gen. This is Triple H in 2K22. Imagine, look at how beautiful this guy looks in here. And this is not even with the lighting from 2K23. Look at this. It looks so whack compared to the 2K23 one. But overall, that shit looks crazy. Overall, that shit looks crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I'm telling you, man. What they did... Hold on, let me pause the music. What they did with this game is wild. Love it. I love it. It's phenomenal. And again, that's just looking at 2K22. The lighting. The 2K23 that 2K23 lighting will put it to shame. For sure, I agree. Can you pre-download it on PlayStation? No, on the 11th. And the pyro. The pyro's dope as heck. Yo, Grant, what's up with you? Grant, wake up. You're a little sleepy. Oh, man, that Bray Wyatt interest is going to look amazing. So, I don't know, man. A lot of people are like, oh, this is... I love seeing the people that are, like, they're so desperate. So many people, like, there's so many people that are so desperate to say, oh, it's the same game. It's the same game. It's the same game. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm not even trying to defend them. Well, that scared the shit out of me. Sorry. It's the same game. It's the same game. Bro, am I hearing things or something that sound that weird? Nah, bro, you're hearing things, my boy. There's nothing playing. Are you allowed to simp? Simp all you want. Can you pre-install on the Xbox? Yes, Sammy, you can pre-install right now on the Xbox. I pre-installed it already. Let me show you guys, man. Let me. Come on, come with me. You guys want to see me on Xbox? So over on Xbox, you could go to the store and type in WWE and it's going to come out. If you have the deluxe, standard, cross-gen, Xbox One, doesn't matter. For me and my dog Stunner Ruski got the Icon Edition. So, you're going to be able to just come here and manage the DLC stuff. You're going to manage the download. I already have the Xbox Series X version downloaded. It's 74 total gigs. And then 323 megabytes for Xbox One. That's only because the Xbox One version is not ready for pre-install just yet. But I did install my Series X version, as you see there. And I have all the add-ons ready to roll. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. I can't wait, man. Nah, it's not copy and paste. It's not copy and paste. Stop. Stop. Especially you that you didn't play 2K22. Stop. The intro song, is Nefex. How's it supposed to feel? Icon all day on PlayStation. I'm having it. I'm having the deluxe edition on PlayStation. That's the one I got. All right, we'll see. 2 months from now, I don't want to hear you switching sides. Nah, man. I love 2K22 still. I still play 2K22, man. What do you mean? In 2 months? How about a year from now? I would have got the game on the 13th. I figured out how to get it on the 12th. How? I agreed with everything you said about MJF the other night. Dude was mad whack for that. Yeah, you don't do that to a kid, bro. I understand trying to be the evil of all evil and trying to be a bad guy and trying to, like... Don't let that character get to your head, my guy. I'll probably no-life the game weekend it comes out. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got the deluxe for PS5. I got the icon for Xbox. Born a Rockstar by Nefex is awesome. And Byron, you're all right. They even added features to create an arena. So we got new features in Create Arena, Create a Superstar. What else do you want? What else do you want, man? Please, tell me. So you know how to change to new, expand, but you can also change the time and go all the way up and choose International West. If you did, you know. Yeah, I know how to do that on the Xbox. Yeah, the New Zealand time. You can play it on Monday. Man. Let me show you guys the Triple H again. Hold on. Let's go over here. You guys seen the screenshot. I'm going to show you 2K22 footage, all right? Where's it at? All right, here. Y'all seen the Triple H from the new video, right? Look at Triple H. This is 2K22 footage. If you guys saw the video with Triple H coming out, he looks completely different. Completely different. Especially here. I have screenshots. Screenshots that look better than this for 2K23. It puts 2K22 to shame. The difference is amazing. My eyes are bleeding. I can't look at 2K22 anymore. I need 2K23. Yeah, I know under the location, but it's okay. I'm not gonna play it Sunday night, man. I'm trying to play it in the morning all day, every day. We're gonna be playing it over on Twitch. It's gonna be so good. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I will be doing the showcase on Twitch. Since YouTube does the copyright stuff because the showcase has real footage, I'm gonna do the footage on Twitch. I mean the showcase footage on Twitch. Triple H rarely looks bad in a wrestling game. Yeah, and he doesn't look bad in 2K22. It's just that in 2K23, the lighting and the atmosphere is just way better. The environment is just way better. Nah, you don't have to worry, Rodolfo. You don't have to worry. Major improvement, Justin, for sure. What if you take a trip to New Zealand, you change your location for real anyway? Yeah, no, I know. Once the game is available, it's available. They can't do nothing about that. But they could do something if you're a content creator, like in terms of not being allowed to put it on or whatever, early reveal. That's why, like on YouTube, I'm releasing all the content on Tuesday. All the content that I record is for Tuesday. That's where I'm gonna spam the inbox and blow it up with my, my reactions and my thoughts and this and that and my first impressions and. But dude, 2K23, man, 2K23. I can't wait to delete 22. You think we'll get 04 Batista and 04 Orton? Why would we get them? Are they in some sort of story or something? I don't know. $2K22 is so good. Yeah, nah. 2K22 is good. You already deleted it? Yeah, no, the universe did get dry fast. You ain't kidding. The universe mode in 2K22 was super plain Jane. Yo, guys, if we could get some new subscribers, man, can we get a little subscriber train going? Can we get some new subscribers up in here? Let me see where we're at. Hold on. We're at 10,302. We're trying to get to 11,000. Yo, Grant needs to go get on a little timeout. I'm surprised Straight Edge hasn't put you on timeout, Grant. You deleted Madden today? That's funny. I deleted Madden today too, but I'm going to install it on my Series S because I wanted to play the franchise that I had with my nephew and Trout, but I want to play a couple more football games before I totally get done with it for this year. I was playing some franchise mode off stream. I mean, from what's the status in the community creation? Wait, what? Do you think we'll get... Oh! Yeah. What's the status is definitely like if he has a way to get those characters out, he's going to pump it out for us. Yep, 2K22 is being deleted on Monday, man. I had my fun and my fair share of action with it, but 1v1 Madden before you delete. Man, you never want to play with me, fool. You never want to join my parties. You always selling out. What's up with you, dog? I'm sick of this fool. Bro, what a sellout, man. Yo, is GSO still in here? I just saw your message. Why don't you guys join the Discord if you haven't already, man? Or you're deleting everything from 2K22. Should I also? Nah, not yet. Not yet. I'm still playing 2K22. I got a few more matches to do in MyRise, and then I'm going to delete it. I deleted Madden 23 today. Install MLB The Show today in replacement. I can't wait for MLB The Show. That's another one I'm hyped for. MLB The Show, yeah, Zachary. I want to get that steelbook with the hat, bro. I want to get that shit, bro. I want to get that shit so bad. I love MLB, man. That's my favorite, though. That shit, the bomb with Derek Jeter on the cover, and then the one with the hat is fresh as hell, and then the regular edition is with the Marlins player, Jazz Chisholm. I gotta buy it. I gotta buy it. I'm gonna buy the game twice. Imagine, I'm gonna buy the steelbook for Derek Jeter because I got the Jackie Robinson steelbook, and I got the Ken Griffey Jr. steelbook. Yeah, Best Buy got it. So I gotta get that Derek Jeter edition with the hat, bro. And then I gotta get the Jazz Chisholm Marlins cover, but I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale for like $20. Cause I saw that this year, Best Buy had MLB 22. It was like $20. You're gonna have to sleep outside? Nah, fool. I'm gonna hit you with the link. If what you trying to get, the one with the hat? If you're trying to get the one with the hat, the pre-order is still available, though. I gotta get the PS5 version because I already got it on Xbox with the Series S. So I would, bro, that hat looks so nice on the box too. I got the box sitting right there for the other ones, and I also got the steelbook for. I really like the Josh Donaldson, so I got that steelbook as well. Look at the one with the hat right there. Yo, where my MLB fans? Who's an MLB fan in the stream right now? We'll get back to the WWE talk, but I want to see my MLB fans. Where's everybody at? Any MLB fans in the building? I love the menu, though. Oh, yeah, you were asking me about the menu. I love the menu. Do you not like me? No, Tristan, you said you wanted to simp out. And I said, yeah, simp out. I'm just not reading everything you're saying. You want me to get in trouble? Yeah, the menu's much better. We didn't even talk about... So we talked about the graphics last, but we didn't even talk about the menus. You're right. The menu is so much better. I love it. I know nothing about baseball. Let's go Cubs. Blue Jays coming for the championship. Texas Rangers fan. Do they have expansion mode in MLB? What do you mean expansion mode? Like switching up the teams? I rarely watch MLB. I just know Jackie Robinson. What up, Duda? Elite. Zachary. Okay. I have all the MLB Show steelbooks. Damn, Elite. You're lucky. I only got 3 of them, bro. But I'm gonna get my 4th one this year. I wanted the Miguel Cabrera one, but never got that one. Why both Xbox Series X and both pre-order game the same day? Why do I have them both? Well, because on Xbox I game share with my boy Stunna, and on PlayStation I share with my nephew. So I want to be able to play with everybody. If you're asking about my situation, I like the Atlanta Braves. I want to bring a few new teams into franchise mode. You could change the teams. Yeah, you could change the teams around, I think. You're picking up the deluxe edition next Tuesday? Nice. Chill, bro. Lex has to talk to like 100 people. I'm trying my best. Go Indians. No, it's not even Indians. It's the Guardians, fool. Who's being a bozo? Grant. I had to put Grant in timeout earlier. I think we should count ourselves lucky. Madden gets barely any new stuff. At least WWE gets some hype. Exactly, Jay. The WWE community that doesn't play Madden or doesn't know what Madden is don't know what they're talking about, man. The WWE community, we are blessed. This game is good. This game is good, bro. So look, this is the one that I was talking about for my MLB heads out there. Look at this Derek Jeter. He kind of looks like Aaron Judge in that picture. I'm not going to lie to you, but it still looks fresh. I love the artwork, the championships, the buildings in the back, the Batman, you know, lighting in the background with the number 2 for the Captain edition. That hat looks fresh as hell. Oh my goodness. So much hype. And then the other one is Jazz Chisholm from the Marlins. Lex would be a good WWE GM out here suspending people. Excuse me. Ric Flair Funko, you got one, Jabroni? Miss 2K having special editions at GameStop. I know, bro. They had the SmackDown edition, I remember. The Undertaker one. Yeah, that's unfortunate that they stopped doing nice. It's free on Game Pass. It is free on Game Pass. That's why I don't want to get it. But for me, like the way I see it is that I could get it from my PS5. And just have the PS5 version on disc and the Xbox Game Pass, I guess. I don't know. It's stupid as hell. But the hat is so fresh, man. And, you know, I really like collecting those special editions. They really got me with Derek Jeter. When was the last major update that Madden got? To me, it feels like the same game every year. Nah, you're totally right, bro. And you're forced to play it if you love football. Does MLB have My Team? Yeah, it's called Diamond Dynasty. That shit's amazing. It's the best. MLB's MyFaction, My Team stuff is way better. Digital's the way to go. Nah, I know, but come on, Jay. Jay, how you gonna tell me digital's the way to go? Look at this hat. Look at this steelbook. Look at this box set that you get. And you know that you do get a bunch of stubs for Diamond Dynasty, and I love Diamond Dynasty, so you get some diamond cards as well. And you get to play the game early. I feel like an idiot even trying to buy it, but it's the worry of scratches on the disc. Well, Blu-rays don't really get that scratched. Who has the best My Team? WWE, MLB, NBA, FIFA, or Madden? MLB 100%. I was making a joke why you put me in timeout. Nah, I put you in timeout because you were wilding out and everybody in the chat was telling you to chill out. Yo, chat, weren't you guys telling Grant to chill out earlier? Be honest. I know you guys were telling Grant to chill. They gave me 50% off of Madden 24. Oh, wait, how did you get that? So I could tell Stunna. I forgot to tell my boy about that, bro. Because the league, yeah, the Madden league got messed up. How did you end up redeeming that? Did you get like a email? You went straight to hell. You see? Even Byron said it. Even Byron said it, bro. For Byron to have admitted it, oh my goodness. You're meaning? I'm not being mean. I have digital and my son has disc. Oh, for the PS5. But how did you get the 50% off though? I will get MLB, but I'm going to be too busy with WWE and NBA 2K. They announced Matt Cain. I don't care about Matt Cain. That's cool though. I'm glad they're bringing back some of the players that have been gone. Lex, I don't play MLB, but what makes My Team good and how should WWE 2K take notes? Ace, I said it earlier. You weren't listening? All right, I'm going to tell Stunna to check the email. Let me tell him. I just wrote to Stunner right now, so he knew. That's cool that they sent the 50% code. I wasn't here earlier. I was here and then dip. All right, so I was talking about how like each player, they do stat tracking to the next level. They keep track of the value of the card. Like they actually have like almost like a stock market, and it keeps the prices of what you bought it for, what you sold it for, when the card came out, how the card was available, and what pack or whatever. They give you like so much stat tracking. It's out of this world. You could sell the card, and when you buy it back later or whatever you do, you see how much you bought it back, and if you see just everything, and it stays with the stats as well. That's just the stat tracking. And then the reward system is super rewarding. You do challenges and you do XP by just playing the game, bro. You just got to play the game, and you get stubs and XP, and you level up. It's hard for some stuff because it gets very specific, but it's not as annoying of a grind as some of these other companies. I'll take 35 for Madden, even if it sucks. Exactly. Are you a fan of digital or physical versions of video games? I'm more of a fan of physical items for sure, but digital is good because I get to game share with my boy, with my nephew. I get to split the games in half. So the hat is Mama Mid. Wow, Elite, you crazy. What a hater, dog. Got 2 copies of the show 23 because MLB 23 digital gets more pre-order stubs and packs compared to disc. Only reason I got physical this year was because the Jeter box and Steelbook. Yeah, the Steelbook is amazing. You're right. They give you extra. You see, even MLB, if you get the digital version, you get more in-game currency than the physical copy because you're not getting physical items. Like they just know how to make it up for the fans. Are you a fan of? Oh, I already read that. So MLB is more consistent basically with my team stuff. Way more consistent. Yeah, I hope WWE copies them in terms of that, but not even NBA has. Can you please explain? Was it when I came to the stream and you were arguing with chat? I wasn't arguing with the chat. I don't know. People were telling you to chill. Just scroll up and look for it, man. It's not that big of a deal. You're back, man. You're back. You served your sentence and you're back. Be happy. I'm happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I'm a fan of both physical and digital video games. I hear ya. I enjoy more of the physical box sets and things of that nature. Yo, Jabroni, I just messaged my boy Stunna. He said that he never seen anything about that, but he'll keep an eye out. He didn't get the email, so he probably didn't get it. EA Sports said Madden is make or break next year, for sure. Graham being a Debbie Downer, I don't know what's up with him, honestly. I hate the player challenges in the show just to get 5,000. Yeah, no, I only do the stuff that I really want to do. If I find it too annoying, I don't even care, and I don't mind like skipping it. I don't need to have every single card either. Well, 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 Hey Lex, do you know when the new Scream will be out on Paramount Plus? So it's coming out in theaters now this weekend, depending on how successful the theatrical run is. That's what's going to determine how fast it comes out on Paramount Plus, but it's going to be a while. What's your favorite movie? Mine is probably The Blue Brothers, 1980. Mine is Inception. Ruthless Aggression, Randy Orton? Yes, sir. Lex, I saw you did a video on the Evolution and Hurt Business stuff. Ric Flair for sure got to be a MyRise Unlockable Showcase surprise. That would be awesome. What if your character is filling in for Ric Flair? I didn't think about that. You're right, though. Ric Flair is like the most obvious guy missing. Technology's better now, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Favorite scary movie? The Saw Saga. Batista, wake up, Sins. Evolution is a mystery. Sin City is a sellout. All right. I've asked this a million times, but it's officially 4 days away. WWE 2K23 is just around the corner. And just because I've asked you guys a million times, it doesn't hurt to ask again. How do you guys feel about WWE 2K23? I'm going to just leave the stream for a little bit because now I'm way too confused. All right, peace out, Grant. It's funny. Scream was originally going to be called Scary Movie. Then they made a spoof called Scary Movie. I love the spoof called Scary Movie. That's what I think we're filling in for Ric Flair. Yeah, we probably are. Da-dum, dang, dang, da-dum. Dream game, I'm happy. I'm going to get MLB instead. Oh, yeah, because you're on the PlayStation. You don't have Game Pass. I'm mad excited. Everything I've seen looks amazing. I cannot wait till Monday, or I mean Tuesday. My first scary movie is Nightmare on Elm Street. Nice. So that's it. No one else is excited because nobody else said anything otherwise. I'm hyped for 2K23 only because of new additions to the roster and war games. Fair enough. This might be the first 10 out of 10 in a long time. I'm excited. I'm hyped. Okay, that's more like it. Now, I'm going to ask you guys another question that I've asked you guys as well. What's the first thing you're doing when you open up the game? What is the first thing you're doing when you first open up the game? Didn't look into universe mode. I may pass on showcase. Wow, Elite. Elite, you sleepy, foo-foo? Elite said war games. Purge is excited for MyRise and showcase. I think so too, Sam. Besides Legends missing and Bronson Reed, I'm happy. Showcase, war games, exhibition with Cody, then hitting showcase, MyRise, showcase so I can get the old Lesnar's. Got to play War Games since I went to War Games last November. Wow, Guan, you're so boring. 30-man Royal Rumble, tradition I do every year. That's a nice tradition, actually. I'm checking the roster, then playing Showcase. One-on-one match, like exhibition. I don't get hyped. I stay hyped. Let's go. First thing is Showcase. Showcase, MyRise. NXT and MyUNIVERSE is going to be crazy with all its characters. It's not original. First thing I'm doing is putting it in the PS4. Oh, goodness. Might play some MyRise. Okay. All right, so for me, I'm going to do a Fatal 4-Way because I want to see the entrances for myself. I'm going to do Cody Rhodes. I'm going to do Solo Sikoa, Braun Breaker, and I'll see who the fourth person ends up being. Once I do that, I'll probably do one-on-one exhibition, and then I'm doing showcase. I'm actually going to be showcased twice. I got to be showcased twice because remember, showcase, you got to do it for the unlockables as well. So I'm going to be playing Showcase on Xbox on Monday. And I'm going to do Showcase on Tuesday for the PS5. So I got to do the Showcase twice. We're doing the Showcase on Twitch, by the way. We're going to do a rare Twitch stream if you guys want to watch your boy LexxExp do the Twitch doo-doo, then you're going to want to check out I had to sneeze. You're playing the PS5 and PS4 version? Ew. You're playing old gen and new gen? Ew. Bro, go watch World Baseball Classic game? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this guy's bored. Yeah, he's bored, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for Guan's behavior. Dude's a bozo. Dude is really a bozo. I wish my city hosted one. My city got one this. We're playing this weekend. Well, they got the games this weekend. Going to look at all the new call mode. Oh, interesting. 2K23 is pretty good. Yeah, Patrick, it is. Me and my son always beat the showcase first day or two. Good tradition to have. I'm only doing the 4 version for my friend who doesn't have a PS5 yet. Ah, makes sense. I figured that's what it was. Did you see the Miami Vice City type attire Street Profits wearing in 2K23? Oh, I didn't see it. Before watching Dominican Republic, those tickets are expensive, bro. Like, they're not super overpriced, but they're not in the price range of what I'm willing to pay. And I went already. I saw the USA team play against Dominican Republic, and I saw the USA team play against Puerto Rico the last time that they did it here. I was a little annoyed that they're not doing them all here, like the USA games and shit. I would have gone to some of those, but you're mainly playing on PS5 though? Ooh, King of the Ring is in Saudi Arabia. That shit's gonna be crazy. And Backlash is in Puerto Rico. Yep. Hype for the Bloodline Stable entrance. You guys saw the Bloodline Stable entrance? They got the right title entrance for Roman Reigns. Team Alexa Bliss versus Team Cora Jade. War Games. Makes me so happy that Solo's in the game. He's great in the ring. He really is. Yeah, I went to 2 World Baseball Classic games. Loved it. I got a USA hat as well from the last time they did it. Bloodline Stable entrance was amazing. Bro, Paul Heyman handing over the belt. What? You're just hyped. You're going to Monday Night Raw May 1st? Nice. Oh, I forgot to mention it yesterday, but... Oh, I mentioned it yesterday or the day before. Yeah, that AEW is coming down to South Florida. I've been to AEW once for a bash at the beach. Lex, would you pay for more superstars if they had a store where they sold extra superstars outside of DLC? I would, depending on who it is. I would be very, very selective. I got to be honest with you guys. And this is just me being honest. For the most part, I wouldn't really buy the season pass if it wasn't for the YouTube videos and streams that we do, which require for me to have it so I could showcase it here for the videos and have fun with it with you guys here playing on stream and stuff. But the DLC has been a massive disappointment. Like, let me look up the DLC list from this year. Let me look it up, the DLC list. Hold on. I got you. Actually, I could just go to SmackDown Hotel. I'll go to SmackDown Hotel because they have the roster page. And they have the DLC separate. So I'm going to tell you the people that I would like. Like, people that I would actually pay for. Okay? From the DLC, listen up. These are people that I would actually pay for if they were separate. I would pay for Wade Barrett. I would pay for Bray Wyatt. And that's about it, probably. I'm not even like exaggerating. I like that they added the Good Brothers, but I would probably not pay for it. I wouldn't pay for anybody else from the whole DLC. So what I'm trying to say is that I wouldn't even buy the DLC. I wouldn't pay for the Steiners, no, because the Steiner that I like is Scott Steiner from WCW, Big Papa Pump. That's the one that I grew up watching. That's the one that I saw in TNA. That's the one that I know. I didn't even know that Scott Steiner had a brother, if I'm honest. I didn't know his history like that. You know how Paul Heyman is praying towards Roman and the Bloodline entrance? I'm going to put Rock in the Bloodline and make Roman pray towards the Rock. That is hilarious. I pay for Steiners, Harley Race, Zeus, Bray Wyatt, and that's it. Fair point. You always have to get everyone. I always buy the most expensive version so I can have everything. My son will allow me to buy the $70 version or $70. What if Bronson Reed popped up in the store? Would you buy him? No. I like that I'm getting them. I'm happy that they put the Steiners, the Good Brothers, Pretty Deadly. So it's not that I'm not happy about the overall, characters that we're getting in this bundle. I'm solid. I'm okay with those. But if they were separate purchases or if I was just buying the game for myself, like let's say this was like the old days that there's no game sharing, no nickel and diming, no splitting. I'm not doing YouTube. I'm just buying the game for myself. I'm saying that I would perfectly be fine just buying the standard version of the game. And if they sold characters separate or if they put a good pack good enough, I would spend the money on one of those guys. That's it. Big Papa Pump is in Wrestling Code. That's awesome. Yeah, Wrestling Code, man. I'm looking forward to see how that game does. I remember the first few times you mentioned it to me, I was like, what the hell is that? And then when I finally saw like videos of the graphics and the stuff, I'm like, oh shit, like that game looks legit. So every time they've released like a little sneak peek, it's looked better and better and better. Rick Steiner's underrated. He was your favorite Steiner. Is that for me, bro? Like, I wasn't like a historian or never went back and like, I didn't know about Rick Steiner. I didn't know that Scott Steiner had a brother till way later. And then when I looked up Braun Breaker, I saw that he was Rick Steiner's son. Wish we had Legion of Doom, Demolition, Dusty Rhodes, Rick Rude. I would pay. Take my money. Steiners went from no games to 2. That's crazy, right? It's going to be better than AEW Wrestling Code, I mean. Yeah, Wrestling Code probably will be, honestly. My expectation for AEW Fight Forever is simple. It doesn't have to do a whole lot to be fun, as long as it's not like super glitchy, because the roster and the things that are already in the game is already fun as is. You get me? Like, it doesn't have to try to be WWE is what I'm trying to say. I want it to feel and be different. I just hope it's not like Battlegrounds. What is Wrestling Code? It's an indie wrestling game that's in development and has been in development for a while. Rick Rude is one of my favorite. Him and Mr. Perfect should always be in the game. Sandman looks great. I just want to play the AEW game. It does look fun. I agree. I'm putting Nikita Lyons on Lacey Evans as a tag team. Randy Orton will feud with Roman Reigns. Damn, Patrick, you ready to roll, huh? The DLC legends we had in 2K16 to 19 were amazing. Do their rights for the contract expire quick. I wish they were never taken out. I know. I hate that some games have them. Can you simp? Oh, Byron. Byron, you're saying the same thing Tristan said earlier. What up, Jake? Is it Good Brothers automatically in the tag team with AJ Styles? I don't even know. Actually, that's a good question. I doubt it. I want to play the story for Fight Forever. I want to see what that story mode is like. Well, if they don't have legend contracts, it's out of 2K's hands. That is true. Ultra Violence Wrestling, another wrestling game to look forward to. How does that look? Doesn't that look like... does it look like Super Nintendo, Atari stuff, or what? I see a video here. I see like pre-alpha footage from like 2 years ago. Doesn't look horrible, and it has cutscenes. What the hell? They like do the stabbing? Nah, I'm good. This guy just stabbed needles into his forehead. I'm good. I don't care about that at all. Gotta put the LC with AJ. I'm gonna put Cody with the LC. Wow, the New Japan group, huh? I wonder when AW game Wait Forever will come out. I wonder, bro. And I wonder where you are. And Rick Rude and Mr. Perfect are no longer with us, so it would be up to their... Yep, you're right. Whoever owns the brand and stuff. They have promos in Wrestling Code? Yeah, they do. I've seen the video when the dude comes out and he's like talking and showing like the mannerisms and shit. It looks good. Wrestling Code does look good. It surprised me for sure, for sure. I remember when Straight Edge again tried talking to me about it. I'm like, what is that? Now that I saw it, I'm like, oh shit. Neither's a lot of the legends. Let me see here. I think that's about it. I haven't really seen any other news for WWE 2K23, man. My first War Games match, I'm going to do Bloodline versus Team Cena. Looking forward to that. Who's in Team Cena? Cody, AJ, Good Brothers versus Finn Balor, Damian, Dom, Edge, and War Games. Ooh. Big Boss Man is still in the game. So is Macho Man. You ever watch WSX on MTV? What's that? WSX? I'm not sure what that is. If that's wrestling, the only wrestling I ever saw on MTV was like Sunday Night Heat. My first, I like to see Bruiser Brody. Lexx in WCW, they had an intergender matches too. Used to watch with my uncle and sister. Their women's division along with their cruiserweight division was crazy, but they started to focus on just Hogan. Yeah, that's when they got big, you know? When they started focusing on just Hogan. Nah, yeah, I never heard of them, Straight Edge. Damn, you really like WCW, huh? You grew up with WCW. For Team Cena, I'm gonna put Sammy and Kevin Owens and throw Braun Breaker. You gotta put Braun Breaker with his dad and uncle. No one ever asked the 2K devs if random attires in universe mode are coming back, because they worked in the beginning of 2K22 and it wasn't selectable anymore. That is true, Cyclonus. I mean, it should work. Sandman is in the wrestling code. He smokes a cigarette during the match and pulls a beer out of his pocket and drinks. That's awesome. Seth Rollins was in it? Really? YouTubers are giving their final impressions on Saturday. Well, I'll give my impression on Monday. Steiner versus the Bloodline. That'll be a good one. You know, at first, when I first read the universe news that it was just like the actions. Good night, Justin. When I had first read that it was just the actions and the rivalries, I was a little disappointed because I thought they were going to add more stuff to universe. But then when I saw what the actions and the rivalries really meant, I was like, shit, this is deep. I grew up with both. The DLC just reminded me of the women's division, how a lot of WWE women started there. Even AJ started there. Triple H, WCW I think it's funny. I'm going to put Braun for sure with his dad and uncle. I was thinking of a fresh NXT star to put with Team Cena and a one-off match against the Bloodline. I think the wrestling code is going to be next-gen version of Fire Pro Wrestling. You think so? Yo, if we got any new viewers, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't miss out on another stream. We got SmackDown tomorrow night. We do watch parties on the channel. We're going to be playing WWE 2K23, AEW Fight Forever, Wrestling Code whenever those games come out. But most importantly, we're going to be playing a lot of WWE 2K23 on the channel. So you don't want to miss those streams. Make sure you hit that like button as well. We're 9 away from 60 likes. Let's go. I'm going to put Tiffany Stratton and Pretty Deadly. Would be cool to have War Games Arena in a Thunderdome. I wish they added more WCW arenas. I would say that. Like, I would want WCW Thunder. I hope the graphics will be much better with Wrestling Code. I couldn't get past the garbage graphics from Fire Pro. Yeah, Fire Pro is like an Atari game. I'm really surprised we don't have Dusty. Perfect opportunity for it. Exactly. She is pretty and she's deadly. That's all right. Fair enough. You put it like that. I remember watching indie wrestling on CW. Really? What was there? Lex, did you hear that someone on Google edited Roxanne's info and says she's deceased? Like, what the hell, man? That's crazy. I know. Headed to bed, Lex. I gotta work at the day club tomorrow morning. I'll catch you next live. All right, Jabroni. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'll catch you on the next one, fool. Ooh, you guys are going to the same show?